Welcome to the Wise Senior, your trusted source for smart health tips, everyday wellness, and living your best life after 65. Today's topic might surprise you. It's all about the 5 body parts most seniors forget to clean, but shouldn't. These small areas can have a big impact on your health, energy, and even longevity. So don't miss a second. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below. Which part of your hygiene routine do you pay the most attention to? And which one might you be overlooking? Let's learn and grow together. Let's begin with one of the most unexpected and often overlooked parts of daily hygiene, your tongue. Yes, that soft, flexible muscle inside your mouth does a lot more than help you speak, chew, and swallow. According to Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience, neglecting tongue hygiene is one of the most common yet underappreciated mistakes seniors make. While most people brush their teeth diligently, they rarely give a second thought to the condition of their tongue, and that's where hidden problems can begin. Did you know that your tongue is home to over 700 different species of bacteria? Some of these bacteria are beneficial and help with digestion, but many others are harmful and can contribute to bad breath, tooth decay, gum disease, and even systemic infections. Over time, if the tongue isn't cleaned properly, these bacteria, along with food particles and dead cells, accumulate on its surface and form a sticky coating that's not only unsightly, but also harmful to your health. Think of your tongue like the air filter in your home's HVAC system. When that filter gets clogged with dust, allergens, and debris, the quality of your indoor air suffers. The same principle applies to your body. If your tongue becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, everything downstream, your teeth, gums, digestive system, and even your heart can be affected. Now here's something that might surprise you. Researchers have found that poor tongue hygiene can lead to bacteria entering your bloodstream through tiny abrasions or inflamed gums. Once inside the bloodstream, these bacteria can travel throughout the body, contributing to inflammation and even increasing the risk of heart disease. For older adults whose immune systems may not be as robust, this becomes even more concerning. The good news? This problem has a quick, simple fix, and it takes less than 3 minutes a day. Step 1. Invest in a tongue scraper. These are inexpensive tools available at most drugstores or online, and they're designed specifically to clean the tongue surface. If you don't have one, a soft, bristled toothbrush can be used as a substitute. Step 2. Each morning, before eating or drinking, stand in front of a mirror. Stick out your tongue and gently scrape from the back of the tongue toward the tip, rinsing the scraper with water after each pass. Do this about 3 to 5 times, depending on the buildup you see. Step 3. At night, repeat the process, but even more gently, especially if your tongue feels a bit tender after your first few days of cleaning. The goal is to clean, not to scrub harshly. Mary, a 68-year-old viewer from Ohio, shared that after just 2 weeks of consistent tongue cleaning, her sense of taste improved dramatically. "I didn't realize how muted everything had become," she said. "Now I enjoy my morning coffee and evening meals so much more. It's like rediscovering flavor." Gerald, 72, had battled chronic bad breath for years. He brushed and flossed daily, used mouthwash, and still couldn't find relief. "It wasn't until my dentist asked if I cleaned my tongue that I realized what I was missing," he explained. "It changed everything. Within a week, the bad breath was gone." Beyond fresher breath and improved taste, many older adults report feeling more energized throughout the day. This is likely because a cleaner mouth reduces the body's inflammatory burden. Remember, your mouth is the gateway to the rest of your body. Keeping it clean helps prevent strain on your immune system. If you're concerned about triggering your gag reflex, don't worry. Start by scraping from the middle of your tongue and gradually work your way further back as you become more comfortable. Use slow, steady movements rather than sudden ones, and take deep breaths to stay relaxed. Also, pay attention to your tongue's appearance. A healthy tongue is typically pink and slightly moist, with a light white coating being normal. However, if you notice persistent discoloration, thick coating, pain, or unusual textures, consult your dentist or physician. These could be signs of other underlying health issues, including oral thrush, vitamin deficiencies, or even early warnings of disease. Tongue cleaning is a small habit, but it packs a powerful punch. In less than 3 minutes a day, you can dramatically improve your oral health, reduce your risk of disease, and enhance your enjoyment of life's simple pleasures, like the flavor of a fresh apple or your morning oatmeal. So if tongue hygiene hasn't been part of your routine, today's the perfect day to start. This one simple act could be one of the easiest and most beneficial changes you make for your health this year. And now that your tongue is taken care of, let's move on to the next often neglected area: your feet. Our feet carry us through life. Literally, they support us every time we stand, walk, or move. Yet for many of us, they're one of the most neglected parts of our body. This oversight becomes more serious as we get older. Good foot care is about far more than comfort. It's about mobility, balance, independence, and preventing complications that could affect your entire body. Unfortunately, many seniors only pay attention to their feet after something goes wrong. By the time we reach our 70s, our feet have endured decades of wear and tear. The skin may become thinner, circulation may slow, and joints may stiffen. Add in conditions like arthritis, diabetes, or poor circulation, and your feet require even more care than ever before. Each foot contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and more than 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. That's a lot of moving parts, and if they're not properly maintained, your entire body feels the effects. Dr. Rachel Monroe, a podiatrist with over 25 years of experience treating older adults, often compares our feet to the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak or unstable, everything above it starts to suffer. She's absolutely right. Ignoring your feet doesn't just lead to pain or discomfort. It can cause imbalance, make you more prone to falls, and in more serious cases, lead to infections that are harder to treat with age. So what does proper foot care look like? Start with daily washing. A quick rinse in the shower is not enough. Sit comfortably, perhaps on a shower chair or the edge of a bathtub, and wash your feet using warm, not hot water and a soft washcloth. Pay close attention to the spaces between your toes, where moisture and debris can accumulate. Think of it like dusting between the keys of a piano. You don't want to leave anything behind. After washing, dry your feet thoroughly. This step is often skipped, but it's crucial. Moisture that remains between the toes creates an ideal environment for fungal infections, such as athlete's foot, which can be particularly stubborn in older adults. Use a clean, dry towel and gently dry not just the soles and tops of your feet, but carefully between each toe. Moisturizing is another important step. Dry, cracked skin on the feet can quickly lead to soreness or even infection. Apply a small amount of lotion to the tops and bottoms of your feet, especially the heels, which tend to get the driest. However, avoid moisturizing between the toes. That added moisture can cause more harm than good. Just as important as cleaning and moisturizing is inspecting your feet daily. This doesn't take long, just a quick check for any redness, cuts, swelling, blisters, or color changes. If you have trouble seeing the bottoms of your feet, use a mirror or ask a family member or caregiver for help. Small issues like a tiny cut or blister can become big problems if left unnoticed, especially for those with diabetes or neuropathy. Proper foot care also helps with circulation. Sitting with your feet elevated when resting, gently rotating your ankles, and stretching your toes can all promote better blood flow. If you've been sitting for a long time, try wiggling your toes or flexing your ankles up and down for a few minutes. This helps reduce swelling and keeps the blood moving. Let me share the story of Raymond, a 74-year-old retired truck driver. For years, he thought his sore feet and cold toes were just a part of aging. He didn't pay them much mind until he developed a fungal infection between his toes that spread quickly. His doctor explained that with better foot hygiene and circulation care, the issue could have been prevented. Raymond began a simple daily foot care routine: washing, drying, moisturizing, and checking his feet every morning. Within weeks, the infection cleared, and to his surprise, his walking also improved. "I feel more stable on my feet," he said. "I didn't realize how much discomfort was slowing me down." Another key point is shoe hygiene. Wearing shoes that fit properly is essential. Shoes that are too tight can cause blisters, corns, or worsen existing foot problems. Choose shoes with good arch support, cushioning, and a non-slip sole. Avoid walking barefoot at home, especially on hard surfaces, as it increases your risk of slipping or injuring your feet. Also, alternate your shoes daily to give them time to air out and reduce moisture buildup. Even your socks matter. Opt for clean, dry socks made of moisture-wicking materials like cotton or wool. If your feet tend to sweat, change your socks during the day to keep them dry. For those with diabetes, seamless socks can help prevent pressure points and reduce the risk of blisters. When in doubt, see a podiatrist. Regular visits can help you catch early signs of foot-related health problems before they worsen. They can trim your toenails safely, check for circulation issues, and offer advice tailored to your needs. In total, all of this takes less than 10 minutes a day, but the benefits are far-reaching. You'll walk with more comfort, improve your balance, reduce your risk of infection, and maintain your independence for longer. For seniors, small daily habits like foot care don't just prevent discomfort, they help prevent the kind of health problems that can drastically reduce mobility and quality of life. So if you haven't already made foot care a part of your daily routine, now's the time to start. It's one of the simplest, most effective ways to support your overall health from the ground up. Most people think armpits are just the place where deodorant goes, and once that's done, they're good to go. But the truth is, your underarms play a much more important role in your overall health than most people realize, especially as you age. This area contains more than 20 lymph nodes, which are part of your body's lymphatic system, a key player in filtering out toxins and supporting immune function. When your underarms aren't properly cared for, this essential detox system can get bogged down, leading to issues such as clogged pores, persistent irritation, or even swollen lymph nodes. For older adults, armpit care becomes even more crucial. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and more prone to irritation. Sweat, bacteria, and product residue can accumulate in this area, especially when deodorants or antiperspirants contain harsh chemicals or are layered on without proper cleansing. According to Dr. Margaret Fields, a senior health specialist with over 30 years of clinical experience, poor underarm hygiene is a surprisingly common issue among older adults. Many seniors don't realize that what's happening under their arms can directly affect their immune function, she explains. Proper armpit hygiene is not complicated, but it does require intentional care. During your daily shower, take a moment to gently wash your underarms using a soft cloth or sponge. Use warm, not hot, water and a mild, unscented soap. Harsh soaps or scrubbing too hard can damage the sensitive skin in this area, leading to rashes or dry patches. Instead, use circular motions and take your time to reach all areas of the underarm, including folds and edges. Think of it as polishing a delicate piece of glass. You want to be thorough but gentle. After washing, rinse the area well. Leftover soap or deodorant residue can clog pores and increase the likelihood of irritation. This is especially important for individuals who use roll-on or spray deodorants, as these often leave behind a film that builds up over time. Once you're out of the shower, gently pat the area dry with a clean towel. Avoid rubbing, which can cause micro tears in aging skin. Make sure the area is completely dry before applying any deodorant, as trapped moisture can promote bacterial growth. One remarkable story comes from Irene, a 68-year-old retired librarian. For years, she struggled with sensitive underarms, itchiness, redness, and occasional small bumps. She tried switching deodorants, using powders, even skipping products altogether, but it wasn't until she changed her hygiene routine, specifically how she washed and dried her underarms, that she finally found relief. I never realized how much residue was left behind until I really started rinsing properly, she said. Within just a few weeks, her skin felt smoother, and the irritation stopped. In some cases, seniors may also notice small tender lumps under the arms. While these can sometimes result from blocked sweat glands or ingrown hairs, they could also signal inflammation in the lymph nodes. If you notice swelling, tenderness, or consistent discomfort in the underarm area, it's important to consult your doctor. Catching these signs early can help you avoid more serious issues and ensure your lymphatic system is working efficiently. Another benefit of proper underarm hygiene is odor control. It's a common misconception that body odor is simply caused by sweat. In reality, odor develops when sweat mixes with bacteria on the skin. When you thoroughly cleanse your underarms and eliminate bacterial buildup, you may find that you don't need as much deodorant or any at all. In fact, some seniors report a dramatic reduction in body odor just by adopting a better washing routine, especially those who switch to unscented natural soaps and allow their skin to breathe. If reaching your underarms has become more difficult due to limited mobility or arthritis, consider using a long-handled bath brush or sponge to help. You can also perform underarm hygiene while sitting comfortably at a sink, using a damp cloth for a more controlled and gentle approach. The important thing is consistency. Make it part of your morning or bedtime routine so it becomes second nature. Proper underarm care may seem like a small detail, but it can have a surprisingly large impact on your overall health, comfort, and confidence. By taking just a few extra minutes each day to care for this often overlooked area, you're supporting your body's natural detox systems, protecting your skin, and enhancing your well-being. As Dr. Fields puts it, good hygiene isn't just about looking and smelling clean. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to function at its best. So the next time you're in the shower, don't rush through your underarms. Give them the care they deserve. You'll feel fresher, healthier, and more energized throughout the day, and your immune system will thank you for it. Now that we've uncovered the importance of underarm hygiene and its surprising link to your immune system, let's move on to another critical area that often gets overlooked: your nose. Believe it or not, how well you care for your nasal passages can directly affect how you breathe, sleep, and feel each day. Most people don't give much thought to their nose unless they're dealing with a cold or allergies. But did you know your nose is one of the most vital organs for protecting your overall health? It's your body's first line of defense against airborne particles, filtering out up to 10,000 quarts of air each day. That's a staggering amount of dust, allergens, bacteria, and even pollutants passing through your nasal passages. When those passages aren't properly cared for, it can lead to a host of issues, from chronic congestion and sneezing to sinus infections and sleep disturbances. According to Dr. Emma Harris, proper nasal hygiene is often overlooked, especially by older adults. Many people assume their nose cleans itself, or that a quick nose blow here and there is enough. But over time, without proper cleaning, the nasal passages can become clogged with mucus, dry debris, or allergens that linger and cause irritation. This buildup can lead to persistent sinus pressure, headaches, snoring, postnasal drip, or even frequent nosebleeds. If you're waking up congested, constantly reaching for tissues, or struggling to breathe comfortably through your nose, your hygiene routine might need a refresh. Nasal hygiene is especially important for seniors, as aging can cause the nasal lining to become thinner and drier. Dry nasal passages are more prone to irritation, infection, and discomfort, especially during colder months or in dry indoor environments. Fortunately, taking care of your nose doesn't require expensive products or complicated steps. It just takes a few mindful minutes each day. Start each morning by gently rinsing your nostrils with warm water. You can use your hands to splash water around your nose and carefully clean the outer nostrils, or opt for a saline spray, which mimics your body's natural fluids and helps moisturize and flush out debris. Saline sprays are safe to use daily, and they're especially effective during allergy season when pollen and other irritants are more active in the air. For a deeper clean, many people swear by the neti pot, a small teapot-like device designed to pour saline solution through one nostril and out the other, clearing out mucus and allergens. If that sounds intimidating, don't worry, it's much simpler than it looks, and most people report feeling clearer and more refreshed almost instantly after using it. Just make sure to use distilled or sterile water to avoid introducing bacteria into the sinuses. Warm, steamy showers are another easy way to care for your nose. The moist air helps loosen mucus and open up your sinuses, improving airflow and reducing pressure. Some seniors also find relief by holding their face over a bowl of hot water with a towel draped over their head, creating a steam tent. Adding a few drops of essential oils like eucalyptus or peppermint can enhance the effect, providing a soothing spa-like experience while helping to clear the sinuses naturally. Moisturizing your nasal passages can also make a world of difference. As you age, your nose is more likely to become dry and itchy, especially during winter or in air-conditioned environments. A small dab of coconut oil or vitamin E oil applied gently with a cotton swab can help keep the inside of your nose comfortable and hydrated. Just be careful not to apply too much and never insert anything deeply into the nasal cavity. Take the story of Harold, a 79-year-old retired teacher from Arizona. For years, Harold suffered from seasonal allergies, constant stuffiness, and poor sleep. "I just thought it was part of getting older," he shared. "I was always tired, always congested. I didn't even realize I had stopped breathing through my nose at night." After a conversation with his doctor, Harold started using a saline rinse each morning and steaming his sinuses every evening. Within a few weeks, he noticed major improvements. "I sleep better now, I breathe easier, and I even feel more energized during the day. I wish I'd started doing this sooner." Beyond comfort, proper nasal hygiene also plays a role in immune health. Your nose traps harmful particles before they can enter your lungs or bloodstream. When the nasal passages are clear and moist, they're better at filtering out threats and keeping your respiratory system healthy. On the other hand, dry, irritated nostrils can crack or bleed, becoming an entry point for bacteria and viruses. So don't overlook your nose. It's not just about preventing congestion, it's about breathing easier, sleeping better, and protecting your body from illness. Nasal care might seem like a small habit, but it offers big rewards. Whether it's a quick saline spray, a warm shower, or a few minutes of steam, incorporating nose care into your daily routine is a simple way to improve your quality of life. If you haven't been paying attention to your nasal hygiene, now is the perfect time to start. Just a few mindful minutes each day can clear the way for deeper breaths, better sleep, and a healthier you. And if you're already doing it, great. Let someone else know how much of a difference it can make. And finally, your belly button. It might seem small and insignificant, but this tiny spot on your abdomen plays a surprisingly important role in your overall hygiene and health, especially as you age. It's one of the most overlooked areas when it comes to daily self-care, and yet it's a place where sweat, bacteria, soap residue, and dead skin cells quietly accumulate. Left uncleaned, this hidden pocket can become a breeding ground for odor, irritation, and even infection. For many people, especially seniors, the belly button isn't even considered during a shower. It's out of sight, out of mind. But just like cleaning between your toes or behind your ears, this area deserves regular attention. According to Dr. Evelyn Moore, a geriatric nurse practitioner with more than 25 years of experience, neglecting the navel may lead to minor infections that are easy to avoid, but when left untreated can grow into more serious problems, particularly for older adults with weaker immune systems. The structure of the belly button makes it an ideal trap for buildup. If you have an innie, which most people do, it's like a small cave that rarely sees the light of day, making it a moist, warm environment where bacteria and fungi can thrive. If the area is not cleaned and dried properly, it can develop an unpleasant odor, redness, or even a discharge that may indicate an early infection. Seniors are more prone to skin changes, reduced circulation, and slower healing, which makes proactive hygiene even more critical. So, how should you clean your belly button properly? It's easier than you might think, and it doesn't take more than 30 seconds a day. During your shower, take a warm, soft washcloth and gently clean the inside of your navel using your index finger underneath the cloth. Think of it as cleaning a delicate teacup, not scrubbing a dirty pan. If your belly button is deeper, use a damp cotton swab dipped in warm water or a mild, fragrance-free soap to reach inside. Be sure not to push too hard or insert anything sharp. The skin there is thin and sensitive. After cleaning, always dry your belly button thoroughly with a clean towel. This step is crucial. Leaving it damp, especially if you're getting dressed right away, can trap moisture, allowing bacteria to multiply. Gently pat the area until it's completely dry. If you live in a humid climate or have a deeper navel, consider using a dry cotton swab to absorb any lingering moisture. And if you prefer, you can apply a light dab of coconut oil or vitamin E oil to keep the skin soft. Just make sure the area is completely dry before doing so. It might seem like an extra step in your routine, but once it becomes a habit, it takes no time at all, and the payoff is real. Clara, a 76-year-old widow from Colorado, never thought much about her belly button until she developed a minor rash that wouldn't go away. Her doctor diagnosed it as a yeast infection caused by trapped moisture. Since then, Clara has included her navel in her daily hygiene routine and hasn't had any issues since. In fact, she says she feels cleaner and more comfortable overall. Some seniors also report an unexplained musty smell on their clothing or midsection, and the culprit is often their belly button. Jane, 73, said, "I used to notice this faint odor on my shirts even though I showered every day. My daughter suggested I clean my belly button. I was skeptical, but within a week, the odor disappeared completely." People with certain conditions should be especially vigilant. Those with diabetes, compromised immune systems, or obesity may have more difficulty keeping the area clean and dry. Additionally, if you have a belly button piercing, even if it's years old, it still requires cleaning to prevent debris or bacteria from collecting around the jewelry. Use a damp cotton swab to gently wipe around the piercing and dry the area thoroughly afterward. And here's a tip for caregivers: if you're helping an older loved one with personal hygiene, don't forget the belly button. Many seniors feel embarrassed or awkward talking about hygiene in sensitive areas. Approach the subject gently and explain the health benefits. It might be just the encouragement they need to adopt a new habit. Keep an eye out for any signs of infection, such as redness, swelling, itching, or discharge. If you notice any of these symptoms, it's best to consult a healthcare provider. While minor irritation is often harmless, it can sometimes indicate a cyst or infection that needs medical attention. In summary, this tiny area of your body deserves more credit than it gets. A clean belly button may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of good health, but maintaining hygiene here can help prevent infections, reduce odor, and contribute to overall comfort and confidence. The next time you're in the shower, give your belly button a little care. It's a small act with big health benefits. As we grow older, maintaining good health doesn't always require big changes. It often starts with the smallest habits. This video reminds us that daily hygiene isn't just about looking clean, but about protecting our well-being from the ground up. Overlooked areas like the tongue, feet, underarms, nose, and even belly button can quietly harbor bacteria or cause discomfort if neglected. Yet with just a few extra minutes each day, we can dramatically reduce our risk of infections, improve circulation, support our immune system, and even enhance how we breathe, sleep, and move. For seniors, these simple routines are more than just hygiene. They're acts of self-respect and independence. Paying attention to the details of your body is a form of daily self-care that strengthens both health and confidence. The message is clear: small, consistent efforts lead to long-term benefits. By listening to your body and treating it with care, you're not only preventing illness, you're actively choosing a better quality of life. So the next time you brush your teeth or take a shower, take a moment to care for those often forgotten places. Because good health isn't just about longevity, it's about living well every day. If you found these hygiene tips helpful, let's turn it into a fun way to track your progress and help others too. Which of these habits are you already practicing? Drop the number in the comments below, and let's see how many of us are taking these powerful steps. 1. I clean my tongue daily. 2. I take proper care of my feet. 3. I give my underarms the attention they deserve. 4. I maintain nasal hygiene regularly. 5. I clean my belly button every day. If you're just starting out, choose one and build from there. Small changes make a big difference. Let's support each other, share your number, and inspire someone else to do the same. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share with a friend who needs these simple but powerful reminders. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's never too late to take better care of yourself. See you in the next video.